Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're making a mini album in a box. You heard me. We're making a box out of chipboard, and then we're going to be making pages to go in the box. That'll be mini album pages. If you saw my video, I don't know when it posted, but I made a teen, I think the paper pad's called Teen Spirit, I think it's called. I have it right here, cut up. I don't know. It's Teen something or other. But I made it, and I was like, well, I can give it to my niece, but I have two nieces. So I figured I'd make another mini album using the rest of that paper pad, get rid of the paper pad, and then they can each have a mini album, and they can fight over which one's which. I don't care. I'll let my mom decide. There you go. My mom can decide which one goes to which one. But I have all the pieces cut out to make and mat this box. So here it is. I have all my pieces cut. So to make this box, you're going to need one 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 square base for the box. You're going to need 4 pieces of 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 for the sides. Okay? For binding, you're going to need 8 pieces of 2 by 2 1/4 and 8 pieces of 2 by 5 1/4, if I did my math right. Okay? Then you will need a piece to mat. You don't need to mat the underside, but just mat the inside part. So you need 1 piece of 5 by 5, and then you need 8 pieces of 2 by 5 strips of paper to mat the inside and outside of these box sides. All right? So what we're going to do is put that off to the side because we don't need it. We're going to grab these, and I'm going to actually use my scoreboard to do this because, listen, I just grabbed scraps of like brown paper from my scrap bin, but some of them are thicker. Like some of them are thicker paper, so I want to go through here, and these are 2 by 5 1/4, so they're the size of the base, 5 1/4, and then 2 inches because we're going to score down the middle at 1. And this will be how we bind our box together. And I just skipped again. How is that possible? There we go. This is how we're going to put our box together. Making a chipboard box seems like it's very difficult. It, however, is not difficult. It's very easy. You just need chipboard and binding strips. And like I said, I just grabbed scraps from my scrap bin that were in shades of brown because it's just going to get covered anyway with the mats that I cut already. So we're just scoring each one of these in half. Now, you don't have to make them 2 inches. I like to give myself that extra little bit of wiggle room, okay? I like to make sure I have enough to on both sides. Like, I don't want to cut it short, but you can do what you want to do. If you want to make it only 1 inch and do a 1/2 inch binding on each side of the chipboard, do that. I'm of the mind that I just like, I've said it before, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Honestly. Alright, so now all of our stuff is scored. We can put my scoreboard away. I spent the morning cleaning up my craft room. It was such a mess, but it's clean now. And then this week, my boyfriend is on vacation. It's actually like Saturday today, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which I would never be down here at this time, but he's off. So I get to be down here. I think he's upstairs playing Call of Duty. The new Call of Duty came out, so I think he's upstairs playing Call of Duty. So I said, well, I'm just going to go downstairs, and I'm going to craft and clean my craft room. while he plays, and it's being very quiet up there. Yesterday when I went upstairs, he was, after filming some videos, he was playing Call of Duty with the dog on his lap. The dog wouldn't leave him alone. Which I thought was funny. So we're just folding these in half and burnishing them. You do not need to use a scoreboard, but like I said, this was just thicker paper. Okay, so now I have all of these scored, and what we're going to do is start building our box. So my box is like this. Okay, that's my box. All right, so the long strips will go here to connect. All right, and then one on the outside. I did cut too many of those. I knew I did. I knew I cut too many. I changed the dimensions of this box, so I had everything written down correctly, and then I decided the dimensions that I originally came up with were too big. It was such a big box, and I didn't think it needed to be that big. So, actually, no, those go here. So all of these will go here. So you see that? And then these will go in the corners. Inside and outside of the corners is where all of these smaller ones go. Am I missing a small? Yep. So these will go in the corners. Okay, I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but we're going to take everything away and we're going to start by adding glue. You know what I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to use glue. That's, you know what? No, I'm not going to use glue. I'm going to use double stick tape. So I'm going to pause and put double stick tape on all of these pieces, and I'll be back. Okay, they're all covered. Now, if you make this box, what you want to do is on the outside, do tape, and then for the other side, you want to do the inside. So you want to do the inside of one of the corners and one of the sides, and then the outside. This will go on the outside of the box, so you need it on the inside. This will go on the inside of the box, so you need it on the outside. Okay, make sense? All right, so what we're going to do is just get started building the box, and I'm going to work on putting all of the inside pieces of the main box on. You can do this any way you want. Put it together any way you want, but all the ones that I've put together, I found this to be easiest. So I'm going to put one side down. I don't know why I took off both sides of the tape. And we're just going to get it down, okay? And then we're just going to line this up. Make sure it's lined up. We want it to be square. And there we go. Where's my, here it is. I'm going to burnish this down really well so we have a good adhesion. And now we have part of a box, right? So we're going to go through and do the same thing on the sides. But this time let's be smart and only pull off one section of the tape. I think I just get too excited. And we're just going to do the same thing. Going to line it up so it's perfectly lined up. Pull the tape. My whole house is quiet right now. It is creepy. My kid's home and he's being quiet. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's so bizarre. Okay. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to burnish this nice. Burnish it down. So now we have two sides of a box. Okay. So we're going to go through and we're going to do the same thing. Where's my piece? Here's my piece. Okay. sure we line this up so we have a perfect edge. Okay. Take the same one off, if I can get it. And once again, I forgot to empty my garbage. I said the same thing in the last video. I still have not emptied my garbage, and my garbage bag I was using is full. Okay, and then the last one. And then what I'm going to do is go through and put the sides on, and we're going to put one side on at a time. And I'll show you what I mean by that. See, it's really easy to make a box. It's just a lot of cutting. A lot of cutting. It's a lot of cutting, and that's about it. All right. Burnish that down, and now we have a box. Okay? It's not done yet, but we have a box. Now what I'm going to do is take one of these and line it up on one side. Why only one side? Because I'm going to connect it like this. So I only need it on one side. And we're going to come to the next one, and we're going to put one on the next side. Okay. So we have the next one. So when we pull it up, we'll just pull that off and have it connected. And we're going to do the next one. Okay. Just line it up nicely. Okay, and one last one right here. So you're just putting one on one side only of each side of the box. Okay? So how's that look? I'm going to flip it over. And what I'm going to do, right, flip it over. Okay. We want to make sure we put, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a one-on-one, so we don't have to do these when it comes time to put the box together. We have it so it's already, so we'll just do boop, boop. So it'll just go in, out, and we're done with that. So we have it there, and we're going to turn. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Sorry if you hear that. Somebody's in the shower. It's so loud down here. I said to my boyfriend, like, you can hear everything that happens. Like, he was trying to tell me the alarm didn't go off yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, I heard it go off. I could hear it. It went off. You just didn't realize it went off. Okay. And make sure you put the folded edge. I should have been saying that. All the folded edges go on the edge. I mean, I know you're probably seeing that and realizing that, but I gotta tell you anyway, and I forgot the first one I put down. And all I have are little scrap my tape things all over. It's driving me crazy. Like I said, my garbage is full, and I already filled my garbage bag. Like I brought... Why did I do that? It's fine. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottoms here. That way they're all ready to go. The only thing I'll have to do is take off the tape. Come on. Okay, the next one. So now when I go to build this box and everything comes up, oh, darn it, I did it again. Ay, ay, ay. I get too excited. Oh, somebody dropped something. Okay. And last one, and then we can build this box. You're looking at it and going, this looks nuts. You don't have to do it like this. You can literally just build it one thing at a time. But this way I don't have to worry about anything. So this is the inside of the box. All right, this all. So what I'm going to do first is pull off one of these sides. Okay, and then we're going to bring this up and I'm going to meet it right there to make a corner. I'm going to take this off right here and wrap it around so we have one secured corner. Okay, we have one secured corner. See? I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to take the inside off. The binding strip tape on the inside is going to come off. I'm going to pull up the side and we're going to match it up. See, everything's matched up. This one I've already pulled off because I got a little excited. We're just going to wrap that over. So now we have another edge. I'm going to do the same thing over here. The inside binding strip, I'm going to pull off the tape. See, isn't it much easier doing it this way? And we're going to pull it up. And now we have an end. We're going to pull this off. Come on. Okay, there we go. And now this one is a little bit more difficult because it's already a box shape, but we're going to get in there and pull our tape off. Okay, we're going to line it up, push it down, and then we're going to pull this off here and fold it over. I can get it. There we go. So now we have a box. Okay? Now what we're going to do is pull off these other ones. Okay? Pull them off. I also don't think you would have to do this many binding strips, but I know this is going to get used. If it's something that's going to get used and used, like I did this amount of binding strips for, I'll show you in a second. So we're just pulling these off. Come on. Should have grabbed, I mean, I only have a few more pieces left, and then we're just going to wrap it up. Okay. We have two more sides, and then I'll show you. I have made a box on my channel before, and when I tell you, it's been sitting here on my desk and it still looks just like I made it. It looks like I made it yesterday. It's so secure. That's why I like doing a lot of binding strips, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, there we go. We have a little box. This is my ephemera box, and it is solid. And it cannot move. It's solid because I use so many binding strips. There we go. That is that. Let me clean all these pieces up. Okay, everything's cleaned up. I took the time also off camera just to take this and burnish all those sides down. So I'm just taking my end of my bone folder, and then for this I did the same up here. Just took my end and burnished everything down really well. All right. Now we can get started. This piece goes in here nice and snug. So let's get some glue. And this piece, sometimes, I don't know, there's no like I've gotten so many, I think they're older collections and they don't do this anymore. But once upon a time, they used to put printed paper on the back of one of the cover of the collection kit for Echo Park. I wish they would still do that because I just feel like it's a waste. If you don't want to do a paper, then you should do cut-aparts, or who is it that does? Is it Minte that does those really nice, like, decorative ephemera pieces on their front cover? I think it's them. Okay. So here we go. Just putting that in. We're going to burnish it down. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to do our sides. So just see, this is it, the Teen Spirit Girl. That's what this was called. Teen Spirit Girl collection kit. We're just going to take these. Did I cut these wrong? They look way too small. What did I do? What did I do? This is 2 1/4, and these are 2. That looks like way. Yeah, that's not. All right, we're gonna pause. Is it just that one? Nope, they're all like that. All right, we're going to pause, and I'm going to grab some paper. I'm going to grab something that will match this, and I'm going to mat these. Hold on. Okay, I found glittery purple paper in my stash, so that's what we're going to use because it is adorable. I'm just going to run through and mat these mats. Isn't that funny? I'm going to mat the mats. Is all I'm going to do, and I'll be back. Okay, I have everything matted. And then I was like, I think I want to cover these edges with sparkly paper. So I cut them 5 1/4 by 1 and scored them at 1/2 inch. Now, because they start to overlap, you need to cut them a little bit more. So I just trimmed them by hand to whatever I needed them be. And I'm going to just put on one little strip on each side of double stick tape, because it's all going to be covered then by my matted. But I just thought this would be cute. That way it's covering up the raw edge. Usually I don't care about the raw edge, but I'm like, I think this would be adorable, and I had plenty left over from this 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It's also, I believe, recollections from many, many, many winters ago. I've had this paper in my stash. I also have legs, just like I have on my ephemera box, but I don't know if I'm going to put legs on this one. I'm not sure. And I'm keeping them where I pulled them off from, because I did make sure when I put them on that I had them measured. Like, I had to trim them so I know they fit on that side. So I don't want to screw that up. So all I'm going to do is burnish that really nicely, and this one goes over here. So I'm just going to pull these off. Actually, let's be smart. I'm going to nestle it in. Okay, and then we're just going to pull off the other side and fold it over. It looks so much better. Now let's do another side. So like I said, we're just going to take off one edge. Nestle it in there where it goes. Okay. And then we will put, after we get these on, we will put these on that I have sitting over here, and then we'll be done with this video. And I will make the pages in another video. Because I think I have to upload a video yet for tomorrow. Today is Saturday the 26th. So I still have to edit and upload a video for tomorrow. And then I think I want to be done for the day. I've been down here a lot. Alright. And just peel the last one off and bend it over. Oh man, that looks so much better. So now we're just going to take our glue and glue all of our sides on. Look at how good that looks. Yeah? So I'm gonna go through and glue these all on and I'll be back. Okay, it's all matted. Look how good it looks. It's so cute. Now, one thing to consider that I didn't say and I didn't think of, the inside will be smaller than the outside. The inside of the box is always smaller than the inside. So I just had to trim off a little bit of each of the glittery purple mats. That's all I did. Just trimmed it off, but with a scissor. Only a little bit had to come off each. But it looks so good. It's so cute. Alright. That's it for today. What do you guys think? I love it. I think it's adorable, and once it's filled with all kinds of goodies, it will be great. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this video. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this video where I fill it with mini album pages. I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed.